Thickies, welcome back to Thick Girls Guide, your official guide for all things fashion, lifestyle, and traveling. I am doing another travel gadget guide. This one is specifically geared towards some winter items as well, since we're headed into the winter season. So stick around for the must-have items for 2024. And let's dive into the video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, join the Thick Girl gang, and give this video a thumbs up. Let's get into it. All right, guys, so the winter season is upon us, and so I decided to do another travel gadget guide. This does have some winter specific items in it for winter traveling, and then it does have some of my just tried and true favorite items in it as well. I do have everything categorized, and I will put the timestamps below as well for each category. Everything, of course, is linked below. If it is an Amazon link, it is an affiliate code, so just want to let you know. And let's dive into the first category. So we're going to start off strong with the winter gadgets. Future editing Andrea here. So I am planning to do a giveaway for this particular travel gadget guide. So I'm going to put up a couple pictures here on the screen of what you can win. In order to enter the giveaway, you do have to be subscribed to my channel, so don't forget to do that. Give this video a thumbs up, and then comment down below your favorite place to travel for the winter season. So whether you love the snow and the colder climates, or you want to get away from that and go to like the Bahamas or somewhere that's nice and warm, let me know below. And I will choose the winner and announce that, as well as notify them on the 18th of December so that I can try to get you your items prior to the Christmas holiday. So good luck, everyone. So the first thing that I want to talk about is this set of rechargeable hand warmers. Now, these reach up to 131 degrees Fahrenheit, and it says it's up to 18 hours of warmth. These, of course, are rechargeable. You could, of course, get the kind of the disposable ones that I'll list here as well if you're interested. But I thought these were great because, again, you can reuse them time and time again, especially if you do a lot of snow activities or you're just in a colder climate area. There's been times when I've been up in like Tahoe or snow areas where even with gloves on, my hands are cold. So these are like kind of an additional thing you can put in your pocket, warm up your hands even more. Or if your gloves are kind of like wet and they're not cutting it anymore, take those off, put these in your pockets. And they heat up very, very quickly. So there is 4 different levels, and it does tell you on the little display there the amount of battery that is left. And then there's also flashlights. So I thought that was really cool. You're getting kind of more than one thing in the device. So the other thing that this can do is once you turn it on, if you hold this down for 3 seconds, you can switch between it being a double-sided warmer or just a single side. So that I thought was pretty cool. Also, there's levels 1 through 4 on here, so you can control the temperature as well. And you can go into a high setting, which is technically, I would say, probably like a level 5. And that is, you know, obviously maximum heat. So the higher that you go with these, obviously, the less battery life they're going to last through. Whereas if it's the lower settings, it can last, it looks like, up to 18 hours is from what it is saying. The next thing that I have is this neck warmer, or neck and face warmer technically. So it is fleece lined, and it's a very, very thick material, so definitely will keep you warm. Does have some stretch to it. Does come in some other colors. So this helps too if you have a jacket that doesn't zip all the way up, or it's uncomfortable when it's zipped all the way up. This helps to keep your neck warm, and then of course you can put it over your face to keep your face warm as well. So these do come in multiple colors. This is actually a 2-pack, so it does come with 2 of these, which is great. So really, really affordable, and has incredible ratings on Amazon. Has a 4.5 rating and over 8,600 reviews. The next thing I have here is some merino wool socks. Now, merino wool is super breathable. It's not itchy or scratchy. These are actually very soft, and it helps to wick away moisture, so it keeps your feet dry, or like if you have a sweater on, or gloves or whatnot. So it helps to, again, keep your body dry, essentially. So these are super great for the winter season because it keeps you extremely warm. And these do come in a 5-pack, so super, super nice. The next thing that I recommend for winter travel is actually 2 types of moisturizer. So one lip moisturizer. So this is chapstick. So this is my favorite scent or slash flavor. It is the pumpkin pie chapstick. So I thought this was a great season to recommend this. This one is so, so good. So I have it linked down below, but any chapstick will do, whatever brand you prefer, because the cold weather is just, you know, wreaks havoc on your lips, and dry, crusty lips, they are painful. So definitely recommend some kind of chapstick. And then also on top of that, a hand cream, because again, you just get so dried out in the winter season. My personal favorite is the Gold Bond hand cream. This one is the crepe corrector. So this is like if your hands are looking, I have old lady hands in general, but it really helps to moisturize the hands quite a bit. And I like that this really doesn't have much of a scent to it. Like, it's very, very mild. You can tell they don't add anything. It's just the ingredients that kind of just have a certain kind of smell. So this is the 3 ounce, and this is honestly the hand cream that I prefer. And they also have like little travel size ones of the regular Gold Bond, also fantastic, great for travel. So I'll link those below if I can find them. The next thing that I have is a insulated water bottle. Now, of course, you could put coffee in here, tea in here, hot chocolate, all that kind of stuff, but it does keep things hot or cold for 24 hours. This is the hot pink color. It does come in a bunch of other colors. So there's like black and gray, purple, blue, I think like a neon green, yellowy color. And the cool thing about this one is it'll tell you what temperature your drink is. Okay, if you can see it there. So it says 61. So I thought that was really cool as well. And then the lid, it says the battery lasts for 3 years before it has to be replaced. And this is a double wall vacuum insulated water bottle. So perfect for the winter season. And I also like that it's not too big, so it will fit, like if you have a backpack, it'll fit in there easily, or on the side pouch where it holds like the drink holder. So I just wanted to make sure it wasn't, I don't like carrying around a huge, like those Stanley Cup things that are enormous. It's like you're rolling around with a trash can with a straw in it. Like, it's way too big for me. So I thought this was a great size. So another thing that I was planning to feature was a pair of gloves that is also like smartphone friendly, where you don't have to remove the glove to be able to use your smartphone. The ones that I found were terrible. They did really not work. So if you guys have a recommendation for a good pair of gloves that really work with a smartphone, let me know below, because definitely on the lookout for that. I think that would be a fantastic item for this video. But again, the ones that I've tried, they've been mediocre. Like, I know personally, I would rip those gloves off and throw them in the trash because they are not working for me. That's just how I am. So again, if you have a recommendation, let me know down below. And the last thing in the winter category that I have here is some sort of winter hat. Now, it doesn't necessarily have to be this one. I did get this one off of Amazon though, and I absolutely love it because black goes with everything. I love the little neutral fuzzy pom-pom as well. This does come in a bunch of other colors and all of that, but again, a winter hat because most of your heat will escape through your head. So if you're in very cold climate areas, hats are very important to keep that in and keep you warm. And now on to the next category, which is for packing. So the next thing that I have for you, this is from Tripped Travel. Now, they did send this over to me free for review, and this is their tech bag. So as you can see, it opens up pretty wide. It has a ton of different compartments. There's even a little, like a zipper compartment inside of the little area here. So this thing, again, gets pretty big. We've got a zipper compartment here as well. And then also on the outside, oops, I had it open, I think. And then also on the outside here. So this thing, you can tell, is extremely well made. Also has a little handle here, so you could hook it to the outside of something if you would like to. This does come in a bunch of other colors. This is the olive green color. This is weatherproof, which you can tell, again, that it is. It's super, super well made. Like, this is not some cheapy tech bag. They also use YKK zippers, so really good quality zippers in here. So perfect to fit all your charging cords, SD cards. I mean, this is big enough to put kind of like any kind of small camera in, like a GoPro, action camera, something like that as well. So I can't wait to use this for my next trip. And overall, again, really good quality piece. So thank you, Tripped Travel, for sending this over for review. The next thing I have for packing are my Apple AirTags. So I do have 4. My friend has one of the other ones from our trip to Italy. I still have to get that one back from her. But I put them in these cute little silicone key rings so you can clip them on things. You know which one. I just labeled them the color of the keychain so I know which one's which. And these were super, super helpful, just making sure that our luggage got from like San Francisco to, we had a layover in Portugal, and then that it made the transfer to the plane going to Rome, and then also back as well. So I was able to track these along the way. They do have other kind of little AirTag type trackers for like Androids and whatnot if you don't happen to have an iPhone. I believe these are only compatible with Apple. And the other ones are called Tile, I believe. And I think there might be a couple other brands. The other one I know of is Tile. So I'll put that up here and link it down below just in case that's what you need. But again, these are a lifesaver and were fantastic on my last trip. The next thing for packing I have is also from Tripped Travel. This one I did purchase myself actually a little while ago. This is their toiletry bag. And I love that it has like a little hook here so you can hang this whenever you get to your destination. And very like lightweight but durable material. So you could really stuff this thing if you needed to. But I like the size of it, that it doesn't let you get super crazy with overpacking, because I am an overpacker. And like, if you give me the room to do so, I'm gonna stuff it full of love, okay? Like, we're gonna take everything under the sun. So I appreciate that this is a bit smaller, which is why I purchased it in the first place. Again, this does come in a bunch of other colors, and there is another little TSA liquid bag that comes with this that I think it's in my like travel box. So I'll put a picture of like the whole thing that it comes with up here. Really, really great quality from Tripped Travel, so can't recommend this enough. However, if you do need something larger, this has been probably what I've taken on most trips if I'm not really trying to limit myself. It is from Bag Smart. This is the big toiletry bag, and this is the large size. They do have smaller ones. This one is huge though. So when I mean like it's huge, it's huge. Like it's, I mean, it's four big sections, giant. You can pack everything under the sun if you need to. It does have a hanger here so you can hang it when you get to your destination as well. And then there's also elastic pieces in here that help hold everything in place. Also, Everything is zippered, and again, this kind of like PVC plastic. So if something does leak, it's really easy to clean as well. So I have used both this one and the Tripped bag, again, for very different reasons. If I'm going on a smaller, shorter trip where I really don't need to bring that much, but I still, again, I need some kind of limitation with packing, otherwise I will use it and stuff like this for like a 3-day trip. Okay, so that's when I use my Tripped Travel toiletry bag, is to limit myself shorter trips. If I were going on a pretty long trip, I would probably take this instead. So those are kind of the difference between the two and when I would use them. The next thing for packing that I have here is also from Tripped Travel. They did send this over free for review. So they did offer me either standard packing cubes, which are more geared towards a carry-on piece of luggage. They also have a checked bag set of compression cubes that have larger compression cubes. Since I already have one, I guess geared towards a carry-on, they are smaller, I opted for the larger ones to kind of show you guys something different than what is typically featured, I would say. I love the print of these. It is so cute. It's called the Bucket List. And so I did just film a winter capsule wardrobe video, so that's where I also featured these. So they are, this one is stuffed. So I wanted to show you, like, this has like 3 big sweaters in it, like big sweaters. Okay. But I love the print of this. So this one is, it's from monuments around the world, so they're all different. But this one is, of course, the Taj Mahal. This is the large one. Also has a handle there, and again, these are compression packing cubes. So you pack it, unzip all the zippers, and then pack it, and then zip it all down, and it helps to really like compact her in. And this one is, she is stuffed to the brim. Okay, so that's the first large one. It is a 7-piece set as well. This is the second large one. And this is, I believe it's like, I don't know the name of the temple, but I think it's in Japan, I want to say. Correct me if I'm wrong down below. But again, this is the second large one, same size as the one with the Taj Mahal on it. And then it comes with a little bit of a smaller one. This is the one with grease on it. And again, let me zip it up. Okay, but this is where the compression part is. And so once you've got everything in there, you zip it down. And it sometimes, depending on how much you stuff it, it can be hard to zip down. These zippers, I will tell you, I was struggling with the one that's stuffed to the brim, like the Taj Mahal one. Well, I had to like wrestle that thing into submission. Like, it is stuffed. And those zippers, I thought it was gonna pop maybe. Did not pop. Like, these zippers are good quality, okay? So we put it to the test, okay? So pretty impressed here, Tripped Travel. The next thing it comes with is this. So this is kind of like a mountainous region with a cute little alpaca on it, or maybe a llama. And then this is the laundry bag, and then you just roll this part down, kind of similar to a dry bag, and then it clips. So you could hook this onto something if you need to. Also keeping the odors in there of that dirty laundry. The next bag it comes with is this cute, just kind of little zippy pouch. This one is not compression, but it's got that Sydney, Australia, if you can't tell. So just kind of different bags, which I really like. Oh, and then it comes with a very small compression cube, and this one is Singapore. Again, always with the little handles. And the last one it comes with is a tube little pouch. This one is the Eiffel Tower. Super, super cute. So this one's great for like socks and underwear and kind of stuff like that too. So really great set from Tripped Travel. Again, if you prefer to check a bag, you have a nice larger suitcase to work with. That's why these are a bit larger. So I thought that was a great call out because we don't usually see that. We typically see kind of the smaller compression cubes. So these also come in a different color. So if you don't like the Bucket List one, there's like a pink, a light blue, a black, a navy, white. There's another one with like kind of like more tropical and mountainous region kind of images on it. But there's a bunch of different options. So thank you so much, Trip Travel, for sending that over. And they worked out very well for my packing video. And then I will also be using them when I go to Hawaii in December. So I'll get some more use out of them with real travel, which is awesome. The next category is beauty. So for the beauty category, I've got some really fun ones for us. The first one is something that I picked up for my trip to Italy, and you guys, I'm obsessed with them. Okay, so these are just little perfume. I can never say this word right. I think it's autonomizer, I think is how you say it. Yeah. So these are refillable. I love that it just like you turn it and it pops up the little sprayer, and then you can spray your perfume. And this just slides right out, so you can see I need to refill that one for my next trip because we used all of it. But even my friend Nicole, when we were traveling to Italy, she was like, those things are amazing. I was like, girl, you need to get yourself some. They come in a 4-pack. This is the purple one, and I think there was like a pink and I think a silver, I believe. I'll put up a picture here. But yeah, this one has a little bit of liquid left in it. It also comes with the little kind of attachments to transfer the liquid from, like, if you have one of the like expensive chunky big bottles of perfume, to transfer it into one of these. Because let's be honest, if you're having an expensive perfume and buying the travel size, Lord knows it's ridiculously priced for the amount that you're getting. I'm not a huge expensive fragrance person. I roll with Bath and Body Works, you guys. So I don't go buy those expensive perfumes. But if I did, I would transfer it into here, save yourself some money, use something that you already spent quite a bit of money on instead of getting a little travel size of the actual perfume. So love those. Can't recommend those enough. The next thing that I picked up when I went to Italy is these, the brand is called Pink Mick, and absolutely love this thing. So this I picked up for all of my makeup brushes. I love that you can see through it, and yes, it's a little dingy because we actually used it, so I do need to clean it. Super great. Able to just leave this on the counter, didn't have to unpack anything, just pulled it out of my bag. Everything was wrangled into this little bag, including my like mascara, eyeliners, all that stuff. Again, you can see I still have a couple things in here from the trip. I'll talk about these too because I absolutely love these. But this thing I can't recommend enough, and I love this color. It does come in other colors, I believe, as well. The other thing to match it is this little case that I put my makeup in. And this was the perfect size. Again, it didn't allow me to really overpack it and get wild with how much makeup I was bringing. So I brought 2 Anastasia Beverly Hills palettes, which fit in here perfectly. And then my Tarte complexion palette with the blushes and highlighter in it, that fit perfectly. And then I was also able to fit a bunch of other stuff in here too. So it was just like the perfect size. I believe this is the medium size. So they do, I think, have a large. Again, I also wanted these to match, and I originally ordered a different bag that was a kind of more baby pink. The quality really wasn't there, guys, so I did return it. This brand is fantastic, and again, I love the kind of the more mauve color rather than that baby pink. So absolutely love these. And then just to mention the 2 things that were in my little makeup brush bag, these are the Tweezerman baby, like mini tweezers. Again, Tweezerman is the king of tweezers, to be honest. Okay, there is no brand better, I'm gonna be honest. I have a pair of these of the regular size, and I thought I lost it, so then I ordered another pair, and it turned out to be these baby ones, and I was like, oh, perfect for travel. So, and then I found my other hot pink one, so thank goodness. But I've had those tweezers, I kid you not, for probably about 20 plus years now, and they are going strong. Amazing tweezers. They are a little pricey for the bigger tweezers, but they are so worth it. And then the next thing that I have is these are just little, I think they're 10 milliliter vacuum pumps. So this is my makeup remover. and it's like a lotion from Avon. So by the way, I've never ever found a better makeup remover than the Avon brand. So I'll link that below if I can find it too. But this is perfect. It just pops out perfect amount for you. Again, amazing to decant into this tiny thing for traveling rather than bringing the big huge bottle. These come in, I believe it's a set of 10. I think you can get 10 to 20. And you can, again, decant so much different things in here. I would probably label them so you remember which one's which. And great way to just dial it down with what you're bringing and the amount you're bringing for each trip. The next thing for the beauty category are these body wipes. They're by Good Wipes. So I bought these for Italy because the airplane ride was probably a total of about 15 hours, and obviously you can't shower. So they were really, really good. They worked out perfectly. So they're toxin-free, plant-based fibers, hypoallergenic, and safe for sensitive skin. And it does say that they are unscented. So this comes with a box of 10, and I threw, I think, about 3 or 4 into my bag. And again, they worked out great. So highly recommend these if you're going on a long trip. They definitely help you to freshen up when needed. And the other dry cloth, I don't have the box anymore, so I'm going to put the picture up here. But these are the Olay dry cloths for like washing your face. These things are freaking fantastic, you guys. So they do come in a bigger sheet, and what I do is I found you don't need the whole sheet. You don't even need half the sheet. So I cut them in quarters, and it's just like this little square, and it is perfect for cleansing your face. And this is like supposed to be a 5-in-1 cleanser, so it's obviously a cleanser. It says it's a toner, a scrub, a makeup remover, and a mask. These again are absolutely fantastic. I use these in my regular life, not just for traveling, but these are fantastic if you really need to kind of minimize the amount of liquids you're bringing, because it's a dry cloth, and when you want to use it, you get it wet and then scrub. So it does an amazing job at taking off makeup, which I'm super impressed with. Again, it's still very gentle. And it cleans your face, but it doesn't like dry you out, like where you're just like, oh my gosh, looking like the Sahara Desert, you know? And so really, I will buy these again when I run out, but again, because I cut them into quarters, I have still a boatload left. So that is a great way to maximize it, but also cut down on any kind of liquids. And then again, they're super lightweight. So for Italy, all I did is we were there for 14 days. I think I put like 16 into a pack in case I needed a couple extras. I just put them in a little Ziploc bag, threw them in my travel toiletry bag, and they worked out perfectly. The next thing in the beauty category that I absolutely love is this little foldable mirror. So this one, it lights up. So let me see. So it lights up here, and then it also gets brighter. So it gets pretty bright, and then it goes down and dimmer. And let's be honest, like the hotel lighting is usually terrible. So that's why I really like this one, because it gives you great lighting. You can see what you're doing. It's a pretty decent sized mirror. Again, I like that it has its own little stand, so it just will sit on, whatever surface you have available. And it's also easy to pack, very flat, compact, and then of course rechargeable as well. So love this when traveling. This next one is my tried and true. I don't think I will ever make a video without featuring it, but it's basically a little travel sewing kit. And the reason I take this every single trip that I go on is because back in the day, I had some strap break on a shirt and I had no way to fix it. And so I just thought this was super, super great to have. Again, I did take this to Italy. Didn't have to use it, thank goodness, but so glad that I always have this. This is also something you could just toss in your purse as well if needed. It does actually come in a 2-pack. This one I haven't even opened, But again, something just super great for traveling that I will always, always pack no matter where I'm going. And the last thing for this category is if you are a jewelry lover, this is my jewelry organizer for traveling. So as you can see, it's very flexible. It's all fabric. And then this, it has a little snap right here. And then it folds down like that. So inside it is like that kind of pink satiny material. But I love that it has a space for rings. It has the little earring area. It has little zippy pouches. And then on this side it has a necklace area where you clip the necklace here. It goes through the elastic and down into the bottom, so it helps it to not get tangled. So thought this is just a super, super smart way to travel with jewelry where, again, you can fit everything you need in here. None of it's going to be tangled or flying around in your bag, or you're not going to lose it. So absolutely love this item as well. The next category is probably my favorite, which is travel tech. So similar to the sewing kit, I'll probably never make a video without featuring this item. And this is, now I don't think you can get the glittery one anymore, but this is the iWalk charger. Now, they started out making these for iPhone only. Now they make them also for Samsung, and they have switched, instead of the Lightning adapter, they have switched to the USB-C, which is all the newer iPhones. And I don't know if Android switched to that or not. So if someone knows, comment down below, because I'm not an Android person. I don't have one. I don't really know anything about them. Okay, so I'll try to recommend stuff and like let you know if it's available, but other than that, I have no idea. So anyway, I use this thing every single day in Italy. I actually have 3 of these, I believe 3. Yeah, 3 of them, and I let my friend Nicole also use one, so I actually brought 2. And because we were on our phones filming and taking videos all day, and then also trying to Google Map everything to go to, our phones were running down probably about halfway through the day, and it was so handy to have these to just pop in where you can still use your phone. So you just pop it in like that, and then it's charging for you. And you can still use your phone, and it's not coming out of there at all. So very, very secure. And this will probably charge up your phone probably all the way back up to 100 if it's down pretty low. Like I had mine down to, I think it was like 20 something %. And then plugged this in and it charged it all the way back up while I was using it as well. So this thing was an absolute lifesaver. Again, I believe it is hard to find the Lightning adapter now. So if you have the USB-C, that's the one that I'm going to link below, because I can't find the Lightning one any longer. So if you have an older iPhone, you may have to go with a different brand. They do have a couple other brands that are similar to this, but the iWalk is the one that I first stumbled upon and bought. And again, this has been like a tried and true travel item for me. And also, because I do have multiple chargers, I did buy the iWalk multi-charging kind of dock. So you just pop them on, and so you can have all 3 of them charging at once. So this is super great, again, if you have multiple of these type of chargers. So just a kind of another accessory to consider. The next thing is, this is a tiny little travel Bluetooth speaker. And this is something, I mean, granted, it's probably not for everyone, but I think this is just so, so cool. So she's a little hefty, but she is small. Tiny little thing, fits in the palm of my hand. And there goes. So super, super easy to connect. Again, has really great, like you can feel it vibrating. Really good sound for how small it is. By the way, that's Teddy Swims. If you don't know who that is, you should look him up because he's amazing. But yeah, this is super, super cool. Great for like a hotel room where you can connect your phone to it. And then also if you're gonna be out somewhere where you also want some music, again, be considerate of other people around you and not trying to blast your own music if you're like in a highly, you know, populated space. But you can clip this to like your backpack, or something like that. It's also waterproof, so like if you guys were out like on, you know, a boat or something like that and wanted some music, again, this does get pretty loud. You know, just a couple ideas, but I thought this I've had for a while. This has been super, super handy. This next thing I picked up for my trip to Italy, and I'm obsessed with it. So, I mean, it's pretty simple. So it's a retractable charging cable, and this thing is probably about 4 or 5 feet long. And one end is just the USB plug. The other end, you have all 3 major charging cables. So you have the lightning, I think it's the micro USB, I think is what they call it, the Amazon looking one, and then the USB-C. So these were super, super handy to charge multiple devices, because I do have devices that take all 3 of these plugs. So instead of having to take 3+ different cables, I had it all in one. And this does come with a 2-pack, and I packed both, and it was still like so much easier to deal with than having essentially 6 cables. And it was long enough to like be able to put on your nightstand and still use your phone and all of that. So absolutely love this thing. So good. Can't recommend this thing enough. Another tried and true item that I will never ever travel without is my trusty luggage scale. So this thing has saved me many a times, as well as my friends, from having to pay any kind of over the weight baggage fees. You can pack it and then you can test it before you get to the airport, so you're not that person who has figured out when they're at check-in trying to check their bag that it's overweight, and they're trying to charge you like $80 to $100 for that overweight baggage, and then you have to fiddle around in the airport and pull a bunch of crap out. This is just, it alleviates the headache immediately, because again, you can have everything corrected before you get to the airport, and this is extremely accurate. I've never had this thing do me dirty. It is spot on. Again, I've never ever been over the limit with the bag because of this. So if you buy nothing else and you don't have one of these, this is what I would recommend, especially if you're a checked bag person, which I typically am. The next thing that I absolutely love is this portable fan. This thing saved me in Italy so many times. I carried this thing every single day. This is like a 3-in-1, so it is obviously a fan. It has 2 different settings, and then it turns off. And it is also a backup battery, so you can charge your phone with it as well. And then on top of that, it is also a flashlight. So I love things that are multifunctional, but this thing, just the fan in and of itself, was such a lifesaver. Again, there was times we were kind of like hustling through the airport and overheating, and again, they really don't know what air conditioning is in Europe. They have like air conditioning, you know. In the US, we like it chilly, okay? And so I would bust this out like in the museums when it's like very congested and stuffy. Just again, when you're standing in the sun and it's getting hot, I use this thing multiple times a day, every day, and just made sure it was 100% charged for the next day, because I knew I was going to use it. And can't recommend this thing enough, especially if y'all going through the change or something and getting hot flashes. This is a must and a game changer. And again, it's very small. It's not going to take up a ton of room. So highly recommended. All right, and that was it for my winter 2024 travel gadget guide. I hope you guys enjoyed and found this list helpful of my kind of some new items, also tried and true favorites for traveling. And everything will be linked down below if you're interested in the description box, so don't forget to check that out. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button, join the Thick Girl gang, and give this video a thumbs up. We'll see you next time. Bye, guys.